Welcome to Chris Veve Journey, where I take you on the trip to Veve and beyond. This is no financial advice, so please do your own research. So, some of you might wonder, who the hell am I? Some of you guys may wonder, why is he back at all? And some of you will wonder, why was he away at all? So, okay. So, for everyone asking, where have you been? So when I started this channel, I had actually two channels. I had one German channel and one English speaking channel, and it was supposed to be just Veve content. Well, not just Veve content, but really focusing on Veve content and then maybe some other NFT stuff. So I actually got a little bit broader in the NFT world, and not much broader. It's still like it's still IP driven. It's still pop culture focused content that I seek in the NFT space, but the real reason behind it was tough running two channels at the same time. I really didn't have the time I wanted to invest in the channel, which I thought was the least amount of quality that I could give you guys on a daily basis, or at least trying to be daily. That didn't work out as well, and I was also pretty well connected in the German community. That was also a factor that I said, okay, so the German community, I'm really deep into that. Even if my channel numbers weren't that great, I was really known in the German space, especially for Veve. So that's when I decided, okay, so maybe I take a break from this channel. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, I had a big break from this channel. I wasn't sure if I was going back to this channel, but now is the time where I think it makes sense to come back. Like, also, there's this guy, Sleepin' Comics. I really love his channel, and I felt like he always thinks the same about the comic stuff on Veve. So I felt it was redundant to have two channels running, like his channel, which has way more reach than my channel. And then have also this channel, like the smaller channel, which has the same opinion on most of the stuff. That felt redundant. I'm just saying. So, but at this point, so I'm more invested in some other projects that I want to talk about. I think I don't really need to have a daily channel here. So I completely rethought what I'm doing here. I'm really just talking about my journey, sharing, not doing the daily, okay, drop XYZ is coming up, so I'm not going to do this here. This is no longer the place for that. I'm kind of doing that on the German channel, which I will be on more frequently, but this channel will also be here to talk about all the stuff that I like, to just show my journey, show my opinions, and maybe showcase some stuff beside from Veve that doesn't get the exposure I think it should get, namely Oddkey. Oddkey is an awesome place right now, my favorite community, and I will show you guys why. So this is what this is basically all about. So I think I can try to show you what I'm up to, what is the most interesting stuff for me, and just give you a broad overview what I'm doing, what I'm interested in, so that you can come back to this channel if it's interesting to you. If it's not, that's fine. I'm also a lot of critical for a lot of the Veve YouTubers. So maybe that was also a case where I didn't want to be big part of the English speaking community on YouTube. But yeah, I guess I don't need to even like connect with these guys. Don't even try. So I guess that is fine also. I mean, that's I'm not hating on these. Everyone can do what he wants, but the ones I thought were cool, a lot of them were going away, and the ones stayed that I didn't thought were too cool at all. So, but I'm not going into that. Like, this is here totally positive. So let me show you guys what I'm actually interested in after the intro. Yes, let's roll the intro. It's a great intro still. So see you in a minute. So welcome back. So this is, like I said before, this is Oddkey. Oddkey is my favorite thing favorite place right now. I will try to show you guys a few more reasons why I think that is, but right now just a really quick overview. So Oddkey is supposed to be a marketplace for independent artists, but not necessarily independent artists, but artists in the realm of being independent. Like nobody, this will mostly be musicians and artists like comic book artists, illustrators, I guess toy artists also, art toys, collectible stuff. Yeah, the thing here is, I guess it will function pretty much like Image Comics. If you're into comics, then you would know there's Marvel and DC Comics, and those are basically the big two. And if you work for them, you basically sign off all the rights of all of your creations. Like if you design a new character for the Superman world, you won't have any rights to that character. That goes all straight to Marvel and DC, or in this case DC. Image Comics was founded in the 90s by Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, and a few others, like the biggest names in comics back then. They went and created their own house with their own stories and stuff. So Todd McFarlane especially did create Spawn, that's the character you see here. And it was pretty successful. There was even a movie coming out in the theaters about Spawn, and it looks like there's going to be another one someday, so that is pretty dope. The thing is, this marketplace is like a mirror to what is Image Comics. So Image Comics is, you go to Image Comics with an idea for a comic book and you try to tell them, hey, let us sell this comic book, and they will help you, they will distribute it for you, they will publish it, but they don't take the rights, the IP rights. They stay with the artist. That is super great. You get a much bigger share on the sales than you would at Marvel and DC. If you don't even get any share there, but you get it with Image Comics, so that is pretty cool. So Todd McFarlane, he got together with Steve Aoki. That's a pretty interesting DJ, world-renowned DJ, and also NFT enthusiast. He has some Bored Apes himself, and they created this marketplace, or they are in the process of creating this marketplace. So they made a kind of raffle where you could select your wallet right here, and if you selected your wallet, connected your wallet, you were able to get one of the 6,666 Spoonokies. They had different rarities, so this is the first one, the original one. There was like almost 50%. Then there's the next rarity, that was the underwater Spoonoki. I own that one. Luckily, that was given to me by a German viewer of my channel. Super grateful for that. That's dope piece, one of my favorites. Then these two are even more rare. That's the Firestorm one and the Moonlight one. And I hope my video isn't lagging right now like the video is lagging here, right? That's, I don't know, my browser's acting up. So, and those two are the most rare ones, the gold one and the caked one. I'm really trying to get the gold one. I don't know, but that's not the thing here. Thing is, these NFTs were like a giveaway. They were for free. You can trade them on the Magic Eden marketplace. There's a link right here. And the thing is, there wasn't any talk about utility, but there is utility. If you're interested in all this stuff like music, comics, illustration, if this is anything you can find yourself being interested in, 90s pop culture stuff, check out Oddkey, and especially check out their Discord. Their Discord is fire. It's the best place to be. If you have a Spoonoki, it's even better because you did get utility. Even though it wasn't announced, they gave you some utility, dope utility. I really love it. Best place to be. Big fan. I will make a separate video about Oddkey because it's so dope. So yeah, just wait for that. It's coming. It's coming. Safe. Very soon. So the next thing is Veve. So I'm still in Veve. I have to say, the all-time high we had in January, from that I lost like almost 80% at this point in time. Like today, I lost 75 to 80%, I guess. That is quite a bit, but it's not bad. Like with Veve, it was always collect what you love. That would be the smartest way. That's what David Yu told you. And if you did, you're pretty safe. Like they released the Knight Rider model and I bought that. I didn't go for the drop with the Knight Rider because that was an interesting one. I felt like they realized people were missing on the drops. They didn't go for the drops because the bot problem was big. There was no much, a lot of the drops went below retail price. Like you paid more than it was worth in the marketplace. And because of that, I'm pretty sure because of that, they made this Knight Rider drop where they told you nothing about interactivity, that it would be drivable, that it would have sound. There was nothing in the announcement, and usually there is. Usually it is always in the announcement what the NFT is capable of. This time it wasn't, and I thought it was like a trick, like a mind trick, get people to go for the drops even if they doesn't tell you what it is. So I don't know. So I didn't go for the drop, but I was on the Discord, I was on the Telegram channels, and I was on Twitter, and I saw right away, oh, that thing is animated and this thing is drivable. You can actually drive it in AR like it's a toy car, and this is so much fun. It's awesome. It's the best collectible in my opinion on the Veve platform. It's still under, I guess even right now, under retail value, which is funny, but okay. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened, but I can care less that it isn't really expensive because I can still enjoy it for what it is. That's the thing with Veve. There's a lot of thing in the air about MTL. When is it happening? OMI migration, Immutable X, so much going on. I think I will do a separate video about that too. Just letting you guys know I'm still into Veve. I still believe in the project. I think this is going to be very well. I'm not sure if those expectations were right. Like if you, I don't know, a floor price for Todd McFarlane Batman of $150,000. I don't know if that is anywhere near possible at this point. But there's going to be some cool stuff. Like if you see here, that's the newest drop from Matt Gondek, Dead Beat. So that's pretty cool design. Just to go over it real quick. So there you have it. That's a collectible, another collectible, yet another collectible. And this one is going to be the ultra rare. And this is the funny one, like the secret rare. You can see list price not available. And that is because he had a drop before, and that drop was so much under retail. It was so easy to get in the marketplace. And they did a snapshot a few days ago. If you had the complete set of his weapon rack, or if you had his painting, then you have a chance at this one here, right? So will be gifted to holders of Gedenk's Failure of Control. So that Failure of Control, I think that was the image, the painting. So if you have the painting, you will get this thing gifted for free, the secret rare. And that's 5,000 editions. I think the ultra rare, yeah, 700 editions. So it's not as rare as the ultra rare, but it still goes as a secret rare because it is, you can basically there's no way you can buy it yet. They did a snapshot and after that they announced it, so there wasn't a way like you could buy your way into it. No chance. This will be for holders, which is cool. Like this one is a cool one. Still don't think these things will perform very well, but this is because it's toy art, it's collectibles, it's pretty different, right? But it's a cool thing. Like they still do cool stuff. Here you can see him work on it on a tablet. It's actually how I work at this point. If I'm doing my artworks, I do work with the tablet like this. Yeah, so they had another drop today where you could get a whole storyline in comics. That was the whole week. You could get my browser's acting up. So here it is. Right, so you could get whole collections of a comic book. So this was issue 1 to 5, the whole story. You can get it. Was pretty cheap today, in my opinion. Last issue, the rare and ultra rare, they were done by Dan Jurgens. Awesome cover. I just bought the rare because, of course, I did just get the common. I got, with all the drops, I only got commons, one uncommon and one rare. So the uncommon, I don't like the uncommons. I don't like the idea with the black and white. The only rare I got was with Namor, like the one here on the secret rare. I really don't like that character. Like, I hate this character, so I had to sell it. Would have been great to get a rare or ultra rare today, but I'm cool. Like, the rare was, I bought it for like 14 gems. So right now, if you were frustrated with Veve and because you didn't get any drops, like right now you can get every drop, like almost every drop. I'm interested to see how the medical link drop will work out, because I think even to get an ultra rare shouldn't be too hard if you really want to. So that's going to be nice. So they are working, there's still stuff happening right now. If you want to collect, it's a great place. If you want to make money right now, you can invest now because everything is cheap, and hope that prices will rise. But I mean, that's a bet you have to take. You know, what's a little bit funny is there were a lot of people saying, oh my god, like in January prices were so high, if this stuff were cheaper they would buy the whole thing. I'm just not financially in a place to invest a lot right now, because I already invested all I had. So that's point blank, that's the base. I invested all I had, and I invested almost everything in Veve. So as long as the Veve prices are down, I can't sell stuff off to invest in something else. So like right now I can't sell on Veve stuff to buy Veve stuff because everything is cheap. There's nothing I could sell that would make so much money that it makes sense to sell off to buy something else, right? That's yeah, that's the point. If I had a few K laying around that I would be able to invest, I would still invest in Veve. There's a lot of stuff I just want to have, so I love the stuff. Just buying the stuff I love, of course, nothing else. That would be dope. And yeah, maybe when prices go up, there's a good chance you can go into the plus again. Like, really a good chance. But yeah, you do what you gotta do, right? So another project I'm in is NFTU. That's the RECUR marketplace. If you remember, RECUR went on and they sold the pass. And if you had the pass, you got like lifetime early access. And that sounded like a good deal, was $300. I got one, and then they started their first project months later. That is NFTU, that is college basketball, and this is the marketplace. And I just show you that is the rarities we have: common, premium, rare, and ultra rare. And you buy packs. It's like opening card packs basically. So the whole experience is pretty dope. You can only do it on the computer. You have no apps. But if you do it on the computer, the whole experience is great, right? The pack opening is it's celebrated in a way. Like, there's an animation, there's sound, it's super dope. Even if you look at the NFTs themselves, let's check out this one. So that is the most expensive one. It's not working. It's so bad. My browser's so bad. I really need to use another one. So see, so that's the whole thing. There's even music. I just think I just blew out your ears. So okay, so that's pretty dope. Love it. But the thing with NFTU is it's absolutely not what everyone was expecting. Like, everything I invested is cut in half, and that's my investment cut in half. Like I told you, in Veve I lost almost 80% from the all-time high. Like, when the all-time high was, I didn't sell off, and now I almost lost 80%, but I'm still in the green. I'm still in a plus, in a good plus. Like, investment wise, still great. NFTU, yeah, it just sliced my investment in half, point blank. And that's being, it's actually less than half, but let's say half. And yeah, that's just the way it worked. So rarities, that's the rarities. I got a premium. I got the second best premium card. That is actually there. That's that dude, Drew Timmy. So as you can see, this floor price is at $7.99. I have a pretty low mint, but mint doesn't seem to count in NFTU. Nobody is actually paying a lot more for mints. So I have this one. At its high, it was almost at 70 or even a little bit above 70. But now it just is back to 8. And that's even great because I saw him at 7 already. So he's at 8. Yeah. And that was like a pretty good pull, right? That wasn't like, this is not like anyone, that's a pretty good pull. So that wasn't great. Now, with that not being too great, there was also a Star Trek drop. So they did release Star Trek. That's my favorite brand. Like in comics, you know, I'm a big comic book geek. And if it's about science fiction, it's Star Trek. Like that's like a religion. I love Star Trek and Star Wars, but I love Star Trek way more. It's really like, I could barely read. I was watching Star Trek. And I didn't even go for this drop, and I'm kind of happy I did. Because the thing was, if you had a pass, you could pay 250 and get the Admiral pack, which had Constitution classes in it. So there's two classes, the Constitution and the Constitution Refit. The Refit is like the movie Enterprise, while the regular Constitution class is the one from the show from 1966 with Captain Kirk, right? So these are the most wanted ones and supposedly to be the best ones. And there was one of them was in that pack. Like this pack had one chip in it and it has to be one of both, right? And then they had the Captain pack. For the Captain pack, you didn't need a pass. So this is for everyone. Everyone could buy that. And there were different classes. They had the, what was it? The Soyuz class, the class 3 carrier, Miranda class, the Oberth class. And then they also had the Constitution and Constitution Refit, but both only a 5.55% chance. So 11% chance that you would get something from the Admiral pack. The thing is, this had 15,000 packs and it didn't sell out. It didn't sell well at all. 15,000 packs and they only sold 3,300. So they sold all the 5,000 Admiral packs because that is from the pass holders that wanted to use their utility for their pass. And yeah, that was a crash landing. I don't know. The roadmap is bad. It's actually the same roadmap like in NFTU. Yeah. So right now with RECUR, it's actually the way that it seems like they lost their CEO. So that's not the good news. They had two CEOs and one seems to have stepped back, and there was no communication about that. That is pretty bad. Like, let's say it how it is. It's bad if the CEO steps back and nobody's communicating about it. But there will be an AMA, and they want to do weekly AMAs, which is pretty great. So they did some stuff really well, and they still do, and they did some stuff not so well, and they keep doing that also. So maybe with the CEO gone, and maybe with the new weekly AMAs, and they stopped the season in NFTU, right, in the basketball season. So there were weekly drops, and they made a halftime pause now to, I guess, reschedule and get all over the ideas and the way how they want to continue this project, which I think is a good thing, right? So maybe we can see something great here happening again. So right now with Star Trek ships, we could take a look at the marketplace. So floor price is 190. So these packs were 250. So not everything is in the plus, but I saw some pretty dope sales. I don't know, I actually just realized that my browser's only acting up when I'm also streaming. So that seems to be the problem. Okay, so but if you pay above floor price, you get a pretty decent ship. Like the ships under floor price, usually they are not cool ones. Like this one, I think it just doesn't have the good attributes. Come on. So yeah, that's it. Like it doesn't have any special attributes, no bonus content, so that's why it's so cheap. So I guess this could be worse, definitely. So the thing is, there's kind of gamification in the RECUR stuff, but NFTU and Star Trek, they sound different, but it's basically the same thing. And there's so much to say about Star Trek. I don't know, if you want me to go deeper into the Star Trek stuff, let me know in the comments. I would do a whole video about it if you want me to. There's a lot to tell about it. I just don't know if there's any interest in it right now. Like, they did mess up quite a bit. So that is that stuff. Is there something else? Yes, there's something else I want to show you guys. Another project I'm really interested in. I'm not in it right now, but I hope I will be able to. So let me switch the screen. So here we are. So that's on my phone. That's the HRO app. HRO is a project by DC Comics, and it's pretty simple. They created hybrid trading cards, right? So there's a regular trading cards you can buy at the stores. You open up the packs, you look at your cards, and then there's on the back of the card is a QR code, and you can scan this QR code, and then you get an NFT for it. So that was the start of this whole thing. Now, what's really problematic, it's basically a US thing, right? If you're not in the US, you have a hard time participating. Here in Europe, where I'm based, I'm in Germany, so nobody here has received his physical cards yet. So that is tough. And I'm like 2 or 3 hours away from the company actually creating these cards. That's the worst thing, right? So you can participate, but you can get into the app. So let me claim my daily reward. It's just my daily login. I don't have any cards yet, but I can show you the cards. So here's the set. This is the hybrid set. This is the first set that came, but they also released, that was the wrong button. I can use my mouse, right? That's way better. So let me use my mouse. So, okay. So that's the physical collection, and yeah, you can see it really well, but you can click at the comments, then you can click at the card and you see the card. So that's pretty dope. Also, if you want to participate in this game and you are not in the US, you will need a VPN provider to, yeah, circumvent the gates, I guess. That's how you can say it. Like, you wouldn't be able to participate and pay and see all the stuff if you're not using a VPN. You can do most stuff without a VPN, but otherwise you would need a VPN, right? So they had pretty great images on the cards. I wasn't into the physical drop because all these images, they're just, if you're into DC Comics like I am, and I'm running a blog about DC Comics in Germany, so if you're into it like I am, this is of course the images they would take. Like, I don't think there's much thought into this collector set. I mean, DC and Marvel, they created so many great trading cards. This is like as easy as it can get. Like, take a lot of great covers, images that are already very popular, like here Jim Lee, and they just put it on. They have one mask for all the cards. It's all the same. No game mechanic, nothing. So it's not the greatest in my opinion, but these things are being hunted like hell. They are. Like, you can buy these at Walmart and people will go into Walmart and rip it to shreds to get the cards, like literally. So that is wow. And they already released a second set. So this is the main idea. This hybrid set, it's 6 million cards. Like, go on YouTube, there's a lot of people explaining it. I did the German video explaining it in detail, but they created 6 million cards. So that's not rare at all. With the rarest ones, there's the 3 most rare cards. They are limited to 1,000 each. So this Batman, there's only 1,000 cards of that one. There's only 1,000 cards of that Joker, and only 1,000 cards of this Wonder Woman. And 1,000 cards physical means 1,000 NFTs also, right? What is great about this thing is you can already get these NFTs out of the HRO app and get them on Immutable X, where you can sell them for Ethereum, for OMI tokens, for whatever. You can actually make big money with them, and this is what I underestimated a lot. I didn't think these would go for the prices they go now. I think part of the reason is they haven't shipped out a lot yet, So there isn't many NFTs on it out there. So if you look at the NFTs like in the marketplace, so let's say Superior, that's something like a rare card, right? So let's take this Gary Frank Batman, drawn by Gary Frank, that's the artist here, right? So if you get at the marketplace, like here, buy on the marketplace. So that's the prices. You can see the cheapest one is $10. But the thing is, that is all of the cards that are here, right? These are all that are listed on this marketplace. While, let me see, I made the count. So the Superior cards, these have 28,000 editions, right? There's 20, like in total, there are 790,000 Superior cards, with every card having 28,000 editions. So this card has 28,000 physical editions, and that means 28,000 digital editions. And this is all of them that are listed. So what I found out in the Discord is that people really care about the mints here, which is stunning. I didn't think they would care about the mints, but yes, low mints are very, very special in these sets because of the high counts of the cards. If you have mint number 1 from a 28,000 collection, so that will make a difference, right? I don't know what this sign is. Extras. So there's something to make an extra. You can make offers. Okay, so that's interesting. So, but the cheapest one is already at $10 with so many items listed. With just so few items listed. Let me rephrase that. It's just a few of these 28,000 cards listed. We're already at $10. So I guess most of these cards will be worth next to nothing at some point. But if you were one of the lucky ones that got the cards soon, like I saw a common or an uncommon card go for $600, like 600 real dollars, that you can cash out on your bank account, right? So that is amazing. But what is really interesting is, so these 6 million cards were more like getting people into NFTs, get people to collect these, and then they brought you this one, the digital exclusive drop. And that was interesting. The digital exclusive drop was just 30 cards, 30 different cards, and these were way rarer. So there's actually a one-on-one card. You heard that right. There's a one-on-one card, like this one. There's only one edition, one NFT with this design. So still not the best designed cards. I think there's still a lot of room to grow, which is cool. Like, I think they will grow, they will do more stuff, but they did also do stuff that wasn't announced. Like some of these cards, when you had a holo foil card, they actually are animated in holo style on the app if you own it. And there's even a Batman that was really, really rare, and it was raining on the card. So that is super dope. I didn't expect that. When I saw that, I was like, what? That was crazy. So that's the... Yeah, I heard some rumor that this is very special, but I don't know. Supposedly the first one minted on the blockchain, which makes no sense, I guess. It maybe not of these ones, maybe the physical black mask. I have no idea. So yeah, like I heard this one go. So that is a 400 edition card, and I saw this one go for like almost $4,000, I guess. Like real dollars on it, paid in Ethereum on Immutable X. You can actually see all that on the blockchain. So that is so sick. Like, aside from being really cool, they are just really, really well sold. Look, the cheapest card here, that should be the cheapest card. So the cheapest card is $30, right? Can sell it, it's $30. Maybe get a little bit more on the Ethereum blockchain if you go out on Immutable X. So that's 30. There are no physical editions of these cards, so they are all sold out. A pack was 3 cards a pack for $50. If you would have 3 times the worst card, you would still make money selling it. That's the deal. That's how it is. And right now in the Discord, you can get on a whitelist. So if you're interested, check that out. I guess that would be really funny. So if you're into collecting cards, this is the place to be. I'm really trying to get on the whitelist. I hope I can make it happen to buy a pack of the next release. So that should be by the end of the month, I guess. Quite soon. So I hope there's a chance for me to hop on the whitelist and maybe get a few of the packs. I really missed the boat on this one. I really did. Like, I totally underestimated the physical cards, because from a point of a collector, from someone who was actually collecting trading cards when he was younger, these weren't just not made well, but they made so much noise in the community. People love these cards, and I think that's the thing, right? If you're just an NFT collector, you haven't been collecting cards before, you're just an NFT collector, you see these cards, they are super dope. They are super dope, they are awesome, you want to be part of that, and I guess that's what I can get behind. That is really dope, and I really want to be part of the next drop. Hopefully I get on a whitelist. If I don't get on a whitelist, I will try my luck, but I don't know. There was so much money made with these cards that I think the next drop will be so crowded. I don't think I have a chance otherwise, but I will try my best. Yeah, that's it, I guess, so far, right? Yeah, that's it. Don't want to bother you guys too much. That is all that is new. I will do this. I will try to make this at least weekly, maybe a little bit more. My next video, I guess, will be about Oddkey, showing you everything that is great about Oddkey. And of course, let you guys know if there's any news about RECUR, HRO, Veve. I will just give you updates, like broad, all over. It won't be like a news version like what I did before to keep you updated on all the news. That's not what I'm going to be. I'm just going to show you my opinion, show you my journey, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, what I discover on new stuff. Like everything new I will discover, I will share with you guys so that you know. Hope you will consider to stay. Like if you're a first time viewer here, consider to subscribe to stay updated. I would love to see that. And otherwise, I'd like to see you guys or hear from you guys again soon. I'm out. Don't want to waste your time. See you guys. Bye.